Hey, we're live. Awesome. Well, welcome back to the Mumfy channel. Welcome to the Mumfy Mafia. Hope you're all doing well. Just a quick heads up if you're just joining. My neighbors are cutting down, or at least trimming up their trees here, so you might see a couple of guys working on those. I also have my buddy Ruger. There he is. There's Ruger. So he might be in the background a little bit, but we are live. Sweet. Thanks for joining. Let's get it going here. Just planning on. Got a couple of topics that I kind of want to just go over while you're here, and then I'm thinking I might also do just maybe a what's in my box, what's in my room boxes. And then kind of work from there. But yeah, you might also hear some of my neighbors, but let's see if we can adjust this a little bit. Welcome, welcome. All right. Welcome, Mumfy Mafia. If you're just joining, my neighbors are kind of trimming up their big trees here. So if you hear the chainsaw in the background, that's what they're doing. I've also got I've got Ruger here. He's kind of roaming around the garage. Let me flip this around real quick. There he is. There's Ruger. He's being a good boy. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I've done a live. Kind of want to do this monthly, so that way it's kind of on a schedule. That way you guys can just jump in here. You guys know when the lives are happening. Be sure to ask me any sort of questions on any of the videos that you've seen, or if you have any questions on your own Tacoma, I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah, also planning, once again, like I've kind of discussed a little bit earlier, looking at doing a what's in my roam box. I do have two of them. I kind of want to do a video just going over what's in my roam boxes. So in the live, I think I'm going to do one or the other, and then I'll do a video on the other one as well. I'll just kind of cover both boxes. But one of the cool things is, yeah, I actually have some replacement cases. So definitely excited for that, and I'll cover that in a future video. But welcome, welcome. Who do we have on the live stream? Do you have any questions, or should I just go ahead and tear into the boxes? Let me know. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Do we have any chats going on? Let's see. If you guys have watched the last couple of videos, then you know that I have been re-geared to 529s. Had it done by the Yoda guy at Agility Customs, and it was actually a fun little learning process. Just understanding how all that works. So yeah, done with the rear differential gears break-in period, and still got a little bit of time to work on the front differential. Just get that 500-mile break-in. But while we're doing that, you know what? I think I'm going to cover. Let's go over some of the break-in tips that you kind of want to do, and I'm going to grab my sheet so I get it all right. For those of you that don't know or just joining, my neighbors are cutting down their trees. There's actually a guy sitting right there. So yeah, that's what's going on. They're trimming up their big trees. So you've got new gears, either the 488s or the 529s. In my case, I have the 529s going on. They are the Yukon brand, Yukon gear and axle. And if you watch the video, you kind of know that they were a little bit easier to get in. So they were a little bit faster to kind of get in and be able to work with. Plus, you got an extra set of bolts for the gear housing. So now that you have it, now that you have your new gears in, here's kind of the recommendations. I've got my little sheet here for proper braking. It says on initial run, you want to drive lightly for 15 to 20 minutes, and then then stop and allow the differential to cool completely for 20 to 25 minutes. Now, what I ended up doing is a couple of the shorter trips, I just let it cool down for about 10 minutes because I wasn't doing long drives, but just allowing that to cool down. It also says to avoid towing and heavy acceleration, as well as vary your speeds every 5 to 10 minutes while driving on highways. So, good to do. Next is just to drive conservatively and do not drive more than 50 miles at a time without allowing a cool cycle during the first 500 miles following installation. So luckily I didn't have to drive super long distances, so I didn't necessarily have to worry about that while I was doing my 500 miles. First time towing should be limited to light loads for no more than 15 miles, then allow the differential to cool completely for 20 to 25 minutes. It says repeat this process for the first 45 miles of towing for full break-in of gears for towing vehicles. So if you're doing a lot of towing, just kind of know that that's what you want to do. And then after completing your initial break-in, change your gear oil at 500 miles. Say small metal particles are normal for gear oil, and the gear oil will typically be black. Excessive metal and gear oil should be reviewed by a competent mechanic to ensure safety of internal parts and post gear oil changes. So those are some of the tips that come with breaking in a new set of gears, regardless if it's the 488s or the 529s. So if there's any questions on that, let me know. Leave a comment down below. And hopefully you guys are enjoying your new gears if that's something that you guys ended up doing. Hey, Ruger. Oh, big boy. So, what have everybody been up to lately? How's the weekend been? We actually had a little bit of a kind of a cold snap kind of roll through, so we had a couple of snowstorms that dumped a little bit. But yeah, overall, warmed up a little bit. Now it's feeling kind of nice. For all my Utah peeps, I am going to be attending, which is happening this weekend, the Expedition Superstore's annual Overland meetup. So that's going to be kind of fun. Just so you guys know. For all my local peeps, this is what it is. There's a QR code if you want to register your truck. This is kind of a local event. This is a local kind of overland store. Pretty cool guys up there. And they're also going to be doing some giveaways out there. So I will be over there this weekend. So if you are local, let's see here. see if I can find where. There we go. Need a sec. Bob, need to put together a Skyline Drive this spring, Bountiful to Farmington, or a run through Skull Valley. I'm sure a few of us are from Utah. Yes, yeah, that would actually be pretty fun. Now, which Skyline Drive? You're talking about, I take it since you're, oh yeah, the Bountiful to Farmington, yeah. So that's going to be the northern Skyline Drive. Yeah, I kind of want to check out. I haven't been up to what Mary's Lake or something like that. That's up there. I kind of want to check those out. But yeah, it's a nice drive. I've been all the way to the top and then to the south. I haven't done the north route yet. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. So stock and custom and run together. There we go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll be a good time. I'll have to put something together. Do a kind of a community drive. That'll be good. But yeah, we got more people joining. So welcome to the Mumfy Mafia, the Mumfy YouTube channel. Trying to do this live kind of monthly. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this every third Monday of the month. So therefore it's kind of a regular thing. I can interact with you guys, answer any questions you have. If anybody's wondering what the noise is, my neighbors are cutting down their trees. So yeah, just here that any questions you guys have that I've currently done on my Tacoma, or any questions you have on your Tacomas. I am kind of thinking about doing a what's in my Rome case today as well. So which one? Should I do this one or that one? Driver, passenger. Which one do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to know? I am here to help entertain you. I will be doing a video on what's in my Rome box, so whichever one you guys want to see me open today, I will do a video that kind of covers both of them in the video. JK, have I re-geared with nitros? Actually, I re-geared, but I went with Yukon gear and axle. Both of my video nitro, they're all relatively the same for the most part. Yukon was actually a little bit easier to work with and get gears in a little faster. Plus, you're getting new ring gear bolts with the Yukon gear setup. What switch am I using for your lights? I'm thinking of getting a Commander. Is that pedal Commander or just a different switch, kind of like aux beam or something like that? I am running the Switch Pros SP9100. So that's the 8 series switch, and I have it loaded up on a SD off-road MT mount. In fact, let me pop the hood and I'll show you guys my setup for my switches. JK, sweet, what ratio? I went with the 529s, and like I said, my last two videos actually cover the entire install. Cut down because it is a 2-day process, because you do the rear and the front. But yeah, if anybody's actually interested in watching kind of a longer form version of that, the Yoda guy goes over just a ton of information covering covering the entire install. So if there's any interest in that, I will cut a long form version. So you guys can check that out. So Matt's Off-Road uses that Yukon brand. Yeah, they've been a good brand so far, and my rear differential is broken in. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and show you my switch setup. All right, I'll bring you guys in here. And there you go. So I'm running the Switch Pro SP9100 on the SD Off-Road MT mount. So it does come with the circuit breaker. I'm hooked up to a 12 block fuse block over there from Blue Sea. Negative, positive terminal, and everything's hooked up there. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. Yeah, I love the hood struts. I've gotten a lot of people that are just happy when they open the hood, they don't have to prop this thing up. Now, if any of you are interested, jump on over to mumfy.us. That's my website. I have a section over there with a full list of my mods that I have on my Tacoma. So if you are interested in anything that I have, and want to pick up for yourself, check it out. So hopefully that answers your question, Bob. What else can I help with? Or should I just go ahead and jump in? Well, I haven't heard. Do you guys want me to open up my driver's side or my passenger side roam box to see what's in there? Hey, big boy. You guys want to see Ruger? Ruger's here. There he is. There's Ruger. He's a good boy. Driver's side. All right, I got to vote for the driver's side. Okay. Well, if I don't hear anything else, if there's nobody else, we'll go driver's side. Go driver's side. All right, so driver's side so far. No. All right, we're just getting driver's side. Driver's side, big boy. So, all right, let's see. Hopefully I don't lose connection as I bring you guys out here. A little tricky. All right, now one of the things I kind of want to go over is I've recently switched my locks. I was running this A-Bus 75 IB30. It's a marine grade lock, but over time and just being out in the weather, it got real hard to get these stinking keys out. So, as most of these are, they're just kind of deterrents. I just switched over to a master lock. Just kind of a regular key, so I like the fact that this was a marine grade, but I don't know, this one seems a lot easier, but Who knows? All right, we're going driver. We'll start off here. Look at that, struts are still working really well. Dang notifications. Alright. First up, I got a blanket. Always something good to have. Next up, I keep my survival first aid kit in there. This is actually a really big one. I do have this listed over on my website, Mumfy.us. It may not seem like much, but in here is a hammock. So it's actually pretty nice to have. Another good thing to have is a tool roll. And this brand here is actually the official tool roll. And one of the things I need to do is fill this up with a few more tools. I do have some in here, but they're mostly screwdrivers right now. But I do plan on filling that up a little bit more. Let's see. JK. Taco is supreme, bro. Goldilocks. Not too much, not too little. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, just stay tuned. I've got some really big. I've got a big install coming up, but my install isn't going to happen until May 4th, just because of how busy Agility Customs is right now. Those are the guys that did my re-gear. Carrying on. This was a recent pickup. It was the ARB tire puncture kit. Haven't used it yet, but good to have. Now, this big old thing is an awning. So this is one of those that you just fold out. You can either attach it to the back of your Tacoma or your truck or your vehicle to give yourself some coverage, or you can do it freestanding. So if you need a freestanding awning, that's a good one to get. I forget what brand this is. Oh, here we are. It's a Roadhouse tarp, SJK. And then the last little bit up there is some self-made stands for the awning. The awning does come with 2 poles, and we just we ended up making our own with some PVC pipe. So that's PVC couplers, PVC tubes. And that's so we had some extra poles to keep the awning standing up. Those boxes are like Mary Poppins bag. Holds a lot of gear. Yeah. These are the 83-liter Rome cases. And I like these because they are low profile. Because the 90, I think it's the 92s are just way too tall. But I definitely like these. And I will be going over the Gen 3s. This is a Gen 1 Rome case, and you can tell by the strut placement. So the strut placement goes from the front to the back corner. there's a Gen 2 which shifts the front mount of the strut closer to the middle or the back and goes straight up. And then the Gen 3s have a completely different hinge and strut configuration, and I'll be going over that in a future video. I like the low profile on them. Yeah, they're very, very cool. I do like them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff back. And one thing to note, if you guys are interested in picking up the Roam cases, is that they do have a weather seal around the lip. Now Roam guarantees that no dust or water or moisture, stuff like that, will not get into them as long as you keep it under 70 miles an hour. Once you go above that, they can't claim that it won't leak. So just keep that in mind if you're in the market for one of these. And I would say that that kind of goes for any other brands that make these kind of cases. And that will conclude what's in my driver's side Roam box. Hey, big boy. JK, just got a low mileage 2018 stock, and the first thing I want to do is re-gear. Thinking 488s. Okay. What's kind of your thought process about what you plan on doing with the Tacoma? 488s are a great option. I just know that there's a lot of people that once they get the 488s wish they had gone to the 529s. Excuse me. I'll lock up my case. You want to be on the camera too? You want to say hi to everybody? Hi. Hey, there he is. Yeah, excuse me. I think the 529s will be too low. Okay. Yeah, are you putting a lot of weight on your Tacoma? If not, 488s would probably definitely be a good option for you. The other thing to consider, and this is something that I did, was I got tuned. Now I have the Overland Taylor tune, and I ran that on the stock gear ratio on the mild medium setting before I got the 529s, and then I went back to my tuner, no extra charge. Took care of me, because once you're in the system, you're in the system and good to go. He set me up so that the tune was for the 529 gear ratio, and they also have a 488 as well, just to optimize your rotation, you know, the rotational thing, it actually gets rid of the speed limiter that happens when you go to the 529s. The Tacoma actually will put a speed limiter on, I think, about 85, 87 miles an hour. So what the tune does is it gets rid of that, sets up your engine for better better timing. You have better shift points, and it's doing more than just opening up a throttle. So you'll actually get snappier throttle response on top of everything else that the tune does for you. And one of the cool things is the guys at OTT, they're running all of their series on a supercharged Tacoma. So they're trying to find the benefits of a supercharger and then stepping it down for those of us that don't. So that's what's really cool. So yeah, so if you're interested, I definitely check out the tune, because yeah, I've definitely noticed that my gas mileage is maintaining where it usually has been. So Walker, excuse me, sorry Walker, OTT is what I did on my stock 21 Tacoma. Wow, what a difference it made. Yeah, it is an amazing tune. I am on the mild medium setting. So mild is my baseline, and then when I hit my ECT, I actually have the medium setting. And then there's one step above that, that is the spicy. And then recently another YouTuber had theirs tuned, and the guy on that video, hey, thanks JK, nice chatting with you as well. Take care. But what he was saying is that there's like a spicy plus, if I remember right, which is like a full-on race mode, and then there's light, which is closer to your stock response, so driving stock. But there's also a couple that are, there's like a light plus and then a light minus or something like that, if I remember correctly. So you do have plenty of options, and I highly recommend just, you know, once you get it tuned, most people are sticking around the mild medium. Take it out for a test run, come back, make sure that the setup is what you want, and then you're good to go if you want to try a different level. And yeah, make sure that when you get it tuned, you get it tuned the way that you want it to handle. So Walker, mild medium is what I did. Throttle is a little sensitive. Yeah, I'm still getting used to it, because with the 529s, yeah. My tuner actually said that most people, once they go to 529s, actually go down to the light mild, just because of how responsive it actually gets under the mild medium. But I'm actually happy at the mild medium setting. But yeah, it's definitely opening up. You're getting a better response for sure. Well, I'm here to answer any questions you have, either about my Tacoma, questions you have on your Tacoma, mods that you're looking at. What are you guys thinking? I know I covered some of the Gen 1 Roam cases. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek as to one of the videos I have coming up, so hang on just real quick. This is a big box. So there's a little bit of a sneak peek for you on a video that'll be upcoming. What's my favorite mod that I've done? So far, hey, don't be chewing on that. Don't be chewing on that. My favorite mod would have to be, and this was something that I covered on my live stream on Instagram with Ang. I did a top 5, and my number 1, the Regear. 529's the Regear, and then you combine it with the tune. Hands down, my favorite mod. For most people, I would say do the tune, and you're gonna love your truck. The tune is probably going to be the biggest change for most people, and I think they're going to be happy with a tune, even over a throttle controller. That's a little controversy, but hey, you know, I would prefer a tune which takes care of more than just an open throttle body. What about you, Walker? What's been your favorite mod that you've done or are thinking of, considering? I'm curious to know. I like to see what other people are doing with their Tacomas, because I like the fact that no two Tacomas are ever the same. It's pretty fun just to see what people are coming up with. I'm also still on the road to 35s, and I recently put up a poll over on Instagram asking, should I go to 305s or 315s? And I know 315s are actually 34 and a half. Not a true 35, but it's close enough. I've heard different things. There was actually, let's see, the last time I saw the poll, it was about 60-40 for the 315s, but I don't know, there's a big case for the 305s. I am currently sitting on 285 70R17s on the TRD Pro 4Runner wheels. So it is pretty fun. It has been, or at least somebody's told me that if I go up to 35s, they're going to have to be on something over a 9-inch wide wheel. So I might have to replace my wheels if I do 315s, if I have to go up to a 12 and a half or something like that. But I don't know. I like the Stealth Custom Series F5 or the Gen 5. Those are the two that I kind of like from Stealth Customs. OTT is the only mod done so far. Wheels and tires are next. Probably will stick with stock size daily driver. Okay. I do like the TRD Pro wheels. Yeah, they're actually a great wheel. That's the version I have. I know that the design has changed for some of the newer Pro wheels. Emerson, how much does my SSO bumper weigh? Well, that's a good question. I wouldn't put it anywhere past, I don't know, 80 pounds. It's not a super heavy bumper. It's a little awkward. That's why I had my brother over helping me to install it. But yeah, that front bumper is actually really, really nice. I also like the tube style on this bumper. El Splendor, what's up? Just traded your 21 Tacoma in for a Supra. Still love to play and watch your content. Love what you're doing, man. I'm gonna have to pick your brain on that new Supra. It's definitely an interesting style. I myself like the last gen's body style over the new one, and if I could, 94 Toyota twin turbo. It was hard to do, but hey, you know, if you're gonna have fun driving that thing, yeah, it's a good looking car for sure. A little bit more BMW influence than Toyota, but love the older Supras too. Yeah, if you can get over 1,000 horsepower out of those engines, those are impressive vehicles. I couldn't afford a Mach 4 or Mark 4, so I had to go with a Celica. So yeah, first car I ever bought was a 2000 Toyota Celica, 7th gen. Good little car, 5-speed GT. I had fun with it. But yeah, glad you're still sticking around. Love the support, man. It's been fun talking with you. Yeah, 87 Celica, nice. Yeah, those are fun vehicles for sure. But yeah, didn't really do me a whole lot of good when it snowed out here in Utah, so I became a snowplow because I dropped it on some what was it? Ground control coilovers. I slammed that thing, put a body kit on it. Yeah, love the Celica. It was a good little car, but had to say goodbye to it and welcomed the 3rd gen Tacoma. But yeah, it's been a fun journey for sure. Well, today's live covered a few things. Thank you for joining. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Brewers getting a little cold out in the garage. It warmed up to about 47 degrees here after snowing this morning. And sun's going down, getting a little chilly. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining me on this live and going through what's in my Rome case. Stay tuned for the video in which I'll actually go through both of them. Yeah, I'll be doing kind of an update on the Rome cases as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I also have, there's just a couple announcements before I go. I will be attending for my Utah peeps. I will be attending the Expedition Superstore annual Overland meetup, which is happening this weekend. That'll be fun. I'm also going to be attending, Overland Expo West. So down in Flagstaff, that's going to be a fun little journey. First time out there. Won't be camping. Actually, I'm going to be staying with some family down there. So that'll be fun. And then, yeah, got a big road trip in July. That'll take me to California. So looking forward to that. Thank you for sticking around with me. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, the next live. I'm planning on doing this every 3rd Monday of the month. Kind of keep it regular at 6 Mountain Standard Time. So if you're catching the end of this one, there will be another one next month. Greatly appreciate you guys for being part of the Mumfy Mafia. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.